Marriage will give permanence and structure to that love. It's a way to tell one another, no matter how many times Colin annoyingly forgets something, or how odd Elizabeth's obsession is with true crime, murder TV shows. No matter what, you're still together, right? Marriage is telling one another that you're not going anywhere. And for the record, it's a pretty great feeling.
Colin, a few weeks ago, Lucy and I were on our regular morning walk, and we walked past Douglas Park. And I noticed an old couple walking down the street, and the husband was patiently holding his wife's arm and walking very slow with her. They walked to the park, and he helped her sit down on a bench, handed her a coffee, and made sure she was comfortable before walking over to his friends to lawn bowl. And the first thing I thought was, that's about the cutest thing I've ever seen. And the second was, I am so lucky, because you are the kind of man that will help me to a bench and get me a coffee when I'm old, slow, and gray. You are the kind of man that will always be there for me and take care of me, and I could not ask for more in this life. I think about our life now and all the things that will happen in between now and when you put me on a bench. And I'm so unbelievably grateful that I get to experience all of those things with you.
You unconditionally love me. And that's the most precious gift someone can give another person. So with that, I want to promise you today that I will do the same for you for the rest of our lives. I'll always love you unconditionally. I'm on your team, and I'll do my best every single day to make your life better, more enjoyable, and as comfortable as possible. That's my promise to you. I love you.
Hello.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Ooh, nice earrings.
I love them.
That's amazing.
You like it?
I love
the back
it.
is the best part.
Yeah. You look so pretty.
Thank you.
A few years ago, my mom got sick. And Colin was one of my first calls. And he was at Bain. He was working 100 hours a week. And he offered just to not only just write a check of whatever my mom and I needed when she was sick, but he offered to come down to Florida. And it meant everything to me. And that's, I want to go back to being funny again. Colin and Elizabeth, you guys have set the bar incredibly high as what it means to be good humans. Elizabeth, you're one of the nicest people I've ever met, and I love you both. I'm so happy for you.
One thing I do love about Colin, again, this is just my bad, but I have a tendency to trip. If you know me, I fall all the time. So what happens is we go to breakfast and I fall down on the sidewalk in front of Colin. He doesn't say a word. Next time I see him, we go to Malibu. We're walking up to a waterfall that's not there. And I fall down again. And this time I'm all cut up and dirty, and we all went out for lunch. And what I love about him, he never says a word. As a good son-in-law. I could not have imagined a better daughter, a son-in-law, or a life for you guys both. And my advice to you guys is listen, laugh, and love.
I'm not Morgan Freeman, and I don't narrate your thoughts. But if I did, I would use this Winnie the Pooh quote to describe what you were thinking upon laying eyes on him. As soon as I saw you, I knew a grand adventure was about to happen. And what an adventure it has been for the two of you ever since. Jet skiing on an open lake in Michigan, fly fishing, biking, and kayaking in Alaska, ordering blindly off a Japanese menu in Tokyo. Well, you adventure seekers are in luck because, after all, marriage is just one great adventure.
I know that they both love each other very much. I think that's obvious to all of us. And that they both love to travel. So hopefully next time Colin hikes the Amalfi Coast, he won't be alone. So with that, I'd like to welcome Elizabeth into the family and into a lifetime of explaining how to pronounce the last name Rousseau.